Alright, this episode was a really fun episode of DC's Legends of Tomorrow. Like, Sara basically looked kind of like Beetlejuice. I was about to say Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. But yeah, or at least Banshee. But I enjoyed this episode, and Mick having firepower, actual firepower, was awesome. So I just look forward to the next episode.
This was one of the best episodes in my opinion. Everyone with their visions. Mick being the one bonded to the fire totem. Heat wave, fire totem. And then the ending got me all emotional, bro. Why the fuck did they have to break up, bro? Why?
Okay, so as always, Legends was amazing this week, and I'm going to split this into a two-part reaction just because there's so much to talk about. So Sara got possessed by Malice, and she got to kick all kinds of ass when she was possessed. She also dressed up as the Canary again, which was really awesome to see. Constantine was in this episode, which was amazing. He was hilarious. I love the character, and I'm so happy that he's going to be a season regular next season. And yeah. Okay, and also Wally was really good in his scene with Jesse. It was just a really emotional scene. And yeah, it was just really good acting on that part. Also, Gary was just hilarious in this episode. He had the freaking Bebo socks on. It was just amazing. Also, Mick is now a totem bearer. Same with Nate. So yeah, it's really cool. But yeah, the ending was really annoying, and I didn't like it at all. But other than that, really good episode.
His parents was lying to her and was going to keep on making her think that she was going crazy, which tripped me out. And Anissa outfit in this episode looked awesome. Like, oh my god. And Gambi, still don't think I can trust him, but he's actually trying to do the right thing. And no defiance in this episode. Good episode, though.
I really like how they went in depth with the family tone of this series in this episode. Like, it was too awesome to explain it, and then they finally got cracked down on the green light shit, and they finally gearing up for the last couple of episodes. Like, and then did you see next week's trailer? Jennifer? What the fuck?
Hey guys, what's going on? It's DJ, my bro, Jamai.
What's good?
And the Spirit of Bears.
Kinda cool.
Bringing you our Justice Clubhouse podcast, Season 3, Episode 13. We're bringing you Legends of Tomorrow. This episode was titled Necromancing the Stone. Roll the clip. This week on Legends of Tomorrow, after being alerted by Gideon of anachronisms caused by Dark, Nora, and Grodd, Sara has the Legends group up to handle them. Sara's lured by a hallucination of herself as Black Canary to wield the Death Totem. When Amaya and Zara come back, they find Mick asleep. They go to the lab where they find Ray unconscious and severely beaten. They bring him to the med bay where Zara stays with him while Mick and Amaya look for the attacker. They find Sara wearing the Death Totem and is taken over by Malice. Malice easily overpowers them, and Amaya reaches out to Sara, who hears her in the Totem realm. Wally uses the distraction to save Amaya and Mick. After regrouping with the med bay, Wally searches for Malice, who uses the hallucination of Jesse Quick. Wally is knocked unconscious by the anti-speedster gun, and Zara encounters the hallucination of her brother is then attacked by Malice. After talking with the Legends, Ava and Gary find Constantine in his lair in New York. Constantine attempts to send himself and Ava into Malice's realm to save Sara, but the demon knocks him out. Nate finds the Earth Totem but is unable to get it to work. Malice uses the hallucination of his grandfather Henry and proceeds to savagely beat Nate. Constantine and Ava and Gary arrive just in time to stop him. After being convinced by Amaya, Mick wields the Fire Totem and saves Constantine. He manages to overpower Malice, which gives Ava time to call out to Sara. Nora tries to convince Sara that she was meant to join them and wield the Death Totem. Sara refuses and leaves and reunites with the team. Constantine tells her to take care of Ava and wishes her luck before leaving. Ray and Wally come to after being healed in a med bay. Sara apologizes to them all and talks to Ava. Despite her wanting to be with Ava, Sara decides to stop seeing her in order to protect her. Gary invites Constantine to play Dungeons & Dragons. Now back to the Justice Clubhouse podcast. One sentence.
Death versus fire.
It was amazing. All I could do is fire.
Without
Earth.
context, that sounds so weird. Death versus fire. It doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
But
I mean, fire causes death. It kind of makes sense.
yeah. But yeah, if you don't have context, it doesn't make sense. But yeah.
I was gonna say the whole entire Avatar, the last Airbender
That's true.
intro is basically this episode.
Yeah.
It was amazing. This show again. We've
They're
said
just
this.
missing water.
Yeah, they really are.
They had the
Who else
air.
has been gone for a bit?
Yeah, they had Zari using the wind, air. Nate, he had the
Earth,
The
but it
Earth
didn't
Totem.
work.
yeah.
What's his
And
name? Mick.
with the fire.
Fire Totem. I
Yeah.
thought they were gonna bring in Jax again, because I just felt like that would have made sense. But it
Yeah.
makes even more sense with Mick here. because he's just entwined with that ability, I guess. He's been a pyromaniac, so why not, a pyromaniac's wet dream of being a fire totem bearer.
Yeah.
And he was like, it's not working. And then all of a sudden he closes his eyes, like, powered up like a Super Saiyan. It was pretty awesome. And even Amaya was like, well, that was pretty cool. It has that's pretty awesome to see one totem bearer react to somebody else using one, especially somebody that she's seen actually go from a bad sort of guy into a good guy. And all this episode was all about Malice taking over Sara, and actually I thought at first it was just because she's the leader of the team that he chose her to be like the vessel, but Death has touched her a lot.
She used to have the bloodlust, right?
Yeah, she died, her sister died.
I forgot she died. Yeah.
It's just like it makes sense, and the argument Nora was making for her to like be the Death Totem bearer was it made sense, but obviously you knew that Sara wasn't gonna go that way.
Yeah,
for sure. But it was cool that she was stuck in the Malice's dimension, which we haven't really named anything. Like, we don't know what the hell that's called. All we know is that that's kind of where all the totems like get their power from or something. Yeah, and then this episode was pretty cool, like them all trying to reach out to her, and Wally actually getting in. He actually pulled off some pretty cool saves this episode.
Yeah, for sure.
He got Mick out of his room. He saved somebody from Sara. Oh, he saved Amaya and Mick, right? From Sara. And then he saw Jesse Quick, which was a pretty cool cameo. I thought he was going to be a lot bigger than initially what I thought going into the episode. I thought like she was actually going to show up.
Yeah.
Because I thought she was going to die last week on The Flash.
Yeah.
And then maybe he would have seen her spirit or something like that.
Those scenes were pretty scary. Yeah. I don't know. It had like this little creepy element to it. Especially because you know that Sarah's behind it, or Malice is behind it. So that scene, and then with Nate and his grandfather, that was pretty.
That was a lot.
But what kind of topped it was the Zari and her brother. That was so creepy. That was super creepy. She's like, I know it's not real, but then when she turned around and she tried to reset Gideon.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, something bad's gonna happen.
Broke her arm, right?
Yeah, Malice. Yeah.
Damn, it broke Amaya's leg.
Yeah.
It was crazy. This show is they did a pretty good job of making Malice in Sarah's body look very creepy too. Like, she looked like a damn tweaker. Like, her irises were just straight up like black and gigantic. It was very scary, and then the gray hair and it's very terrible outfit. And just to have an evil entity in the body of the most talented fighter on that team, that's just scary, because she was like, she could have killed somebody tonight, that's for sure. I thought Nate was gonna go.
Yeah,
because he didn't steal up. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, I think it's he had those. It's like what he said last, or was it this season when he was talking about his dysfunction?
Yeah,
his it's like if it's fear based, then it won't work.
And that sucks because we haven't seen him steal up for a bit already.
Yeah, maybe he's out of juice. I don't know. He's
getting soft because of Amaya.
Yeah, that's probably why.
Yeah, it was pretty cool to see like Ava work with Constantine despite their like weird awkwardness with each other. And
but they got Gary.
Yeah, Gary's always like, he's like, oh my god, you both slept with Sara.
he does provide comedic relief.
Yeah,
but it's also it's his presence in general. If something's awkward, weird, or like any sort of different emotion, he's there to like
attention.
Yeah, basically
perfect comedic relief.
Yeah.
Because everybody was so super serious. Like, Ray was out the entire episode, which was kind of crazy. He was like really badly hurt. He had like a collapsed lung or something like that. Like,
and multiple broken bones. So
that's crazy. That's insane. But seeing Mick use the fire totem was pretty awesome. Obviously, I wish that they had maybe extended that fight, other than just the two like key blast. But other than that, if we continue to see them use this, I know that does eat up at their budget, because it looks pretty cool. Like, when
are pretty intense.
She does the air. That thing looks sick.
Yeah, that was dope. Zari.
Yeah, that was awesome. And the TK always looks great. The wiring work. Because I also thought Constantine was going to die too.
That was scary.
But then again, he has a power of luck, so he was going to get out of it somehow.
Oh, he does.
Yeah. Imagine he was like just about to die, and then Mick was like, boop.
So what happened? She just sensed that the other totem was activated?
Yeah.
So she's just like, I'm going to just stop that real quick.
He's like, oh, let me get the other one. And then Mick's like, nope. That was pretty much what happened this entire episode, right?
Yeah. My question, I think it will go into theories, but like the fact that Nate couldn't use that Earth Totem makes me wonder who on the team, if there are any, could wield the Earth Totem. I've been trying to think, but I can't. Really.
We'll go into that on theories, but yeah, that's a good question. That is a very good question. Yeah, and then it kind of ended on like a sour note. Sort of.
With Ava and Sara?
Yeah, they broke up. But then Gary...
It's bittersweet. Yeah, because they got that whole Ava and Sara breakup, and then Gary with Constantine.
Playing Dungeons and Dragons. That's amazing. Yeah, it kind of sucks that's where she's at. It always seems like these characters on the show, when something... like, they go through so much tragedy that they don't think that they deserve happiness. I think that sucks that's their mentality, because why do you think like maybe having a little happiness in your life is not gonna like help you overpower somebody? Why would you need to cut ties? Wouldn't you think that would drive the dark nature even more so if you make yourself unhappy and then put that person? They're still gonna be at risk. That's why I never understood about superheroes. Like, if you're already like that close to somebody, who's to say they won't use them against you anyways? Right? Because they will always come back to that person, even if you're not with them anymore. Or if you're like, you cut ties with your family, they'll find out who they are and they'll use them against you.
Yeah, I think Sarah's mentality is just like,
it's messed up.
It sucks.
Super messed up. Yeah, it sucks.
It does suck. But yeah, it's just more so like she's like the typical protection. Yeah, I don't want you to get hurt if you're too close to me, because that
was like Smallville with Clark and Lana. It's just like, stay away from me. Because it's not like everybody knows who you are, and it's not like they can use you against me. Psych! Yeah. They did that for like 10 seasons. But yeah,
I'd say just take that risk.
Yeah, why not? Why not go down holding the person's hand?
Yeah.
You know? Might as well. And that was pretty much it, right? Constantine left, sadly. I just wish he would just join. It'd be great if he did. Yeah, what else was there this episode?
You talked about Wally, right?
Yes.
You said, yeah.
He got knocked out.
Yeah. I think that's... Now, I'm trying to think. I can't...
It's so hard.
Pretty much it, yo.
It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
It was like a horror, action-y, all sorts of goodness type of episode.
Yeah.
And everybody played their part pretty well. They didn't like underuse certain characters. Everyone pretty much
except for Ray.
Yeah, he was just like,
Yeah.
And then, what's his name? All the jokes Mick cracked were hilarious. It's just like, I'm a killer.
Yeah.
He's like, what? Why would you say that? She's our captain. He's like, yeah, it's better her than me. He's like, how could you say that? By moving my lips. He's a jackass. But he ended up saving the day, so
yeah,
it's pretty cool.
His purpose, like from season 1 all the way to now, just like it's gone from here to all the way here.
It's amazing.
I think it really jumped. It jumped. Was the second season when he was Kronos?
Yeah, no, first season.
First season. Okay, yeah, it jumped from that, like from the initial episode to that.
That's so crazy.
That started his insane storyline.
Man, supervillain to superhero that doesn't want to be. So I guess he would be an anti-hero, right? Because he's willing to kind of be. Yeah, he's an anti-hero. But I guess we could go on Easter eggs.
I guess I would call him a cynical hero.
Cynical.
Yeah. This is very, very dark, but he just still wants to save the day.
Man. He's awesome.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
Yeah, go into Easter eggs if you want to.
I honestly could not find.
The only one I really saw was the Bebo socks.
Okay.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah,
I said
Bebo's
Dundon.
awesome. Yeah, I think that's it. Those two really. And
yeah,
then
there's like other
the title
references.
is Romancing the Stone. It's like a play off of that.
Nice.
That's I couldn't find anything else.
The what do you call it? You said when Constantine was talking to Sara, like this other girl's voice came out.
Oh, Astra. So like I like that they kept the continuity of his own TV show because Astra was a girl that he was trying to save and she was sent to hell. Or she got locked in hell. It sucks because she was innocent and stuff like that. But I like that they kind of brought it over here. And he's like, I ain't playing that. I know who you are. That's pretty cool.
Damn.
Yeah, this is a cool nod to his TV show. So, is there anything else?
I didn't catch.
All right, so we're gonna go to previews for next episode titled "I Ava." This is where she was like all over the place in the future. So, when Ava disappears, Sara and Ray set out to find her after some prodding from the Time Bureau, Agent Gary, and a disturbing truth about Ava. Ooh, what's that mean? Amaya tasks Zari when help training Rory and controlling his totem. Meanwhile, Nate and Wally set out on a mission that goes Ari when they pair up with an unlikely person to try and get a totem. Oh shoot, what does that even mean? Oh, maybe they work with Kuasa, because remember she doesn't like the fact that.
And we saw her in that preview real quick.
Was she there?
Yeah, it just like it flashed her. Real quick.
Yeah, that'll be cool. Honestly, I don't know how this season is gonna end. Hopefully, the Malice he is revealed at the end of the season, and we go into another season. That would be dope because we haven't seen the damn guy yet. We've only seen him take over people, and obviously he's undead. But at this point, we need a cool reveal because we only have like 3 episodes left, right?
This was
50. Yeah, there's only 3 episodes left. That's it. Going into April, we're only gonna get through the second week, and it's done. So, all we can say though is that so far they integrated Wally perfectly. Zari and Amaya are getting the right amount of screen time, and the totem story is very interesting. That's for sure. But we'd like to see this go down for real. They need to throw down not just pew pew how they did what we're saying about Mick.
Yeah,
we need to see them go Aang when he's using all the different elements
fire,
and stuff like that. Exactly.
Water, air.
That'd be sick. Oh, maybe Mick wears all the totems.
That'd be hilarious.
He's bald.
You just see it like an arrow, shape on his forehead.
It's what is on my head? And then Wally's like, I figured I'd draw it with marker. Damn you, kid. But yeah, it's gonna be exciting. We still need to see.
It's gonna be exciting.
Aang.
Wow. I don't think you meant to do that, but that was so perfect.
No pun intended. But yes, it was. The Darks, they've kind of been hiding for a couple episodes.
Well, she's possessed.
Yeah.
So he's probably just trying to figure out what she wants or what Malice wants from her.
And then Gorilla Grodd is out there somewhere causing havoc.
Yeah, are they ever gonna bring that back or?
I don't know. I think he's just being used to create anachronisms. Because every time he's showing in little areas.
They didn't cast an actor as Malice.
No.
Just a voice actor.
Yeah.
Which we don't know. But what if they use Grodd as Malice?
He's Malice? Yeah. He's just doing that?
He is the shape. He is
the
actual, the final form of Malice.
He's like, whoa, why didn't we think of it? Let's put you into this giant super ape.
Yeah.
That'd be sick. But I want to know
way to do that.
Who that is.
Just an entity. This would help build Grodd's story. He would be able to talk now. He could do his...
More so.
Yeah, he could... It's kind of playing into his comic book counterpart where he could do all those telepathic stuff and more.
That'd be dope.
You know?
I like it.
I don't know. I just see something like that happening.
I like it. I can't even top that theory. What else can we think of it? You think any character deaths leading up to the end of the season?
Hope not.
The Earth Totem, it could be Amaya that uses it. But then again, if she doesn't get the animal totem back. Is that what it's called? The animal totem? Or is it just a totem of Zambezi?
I guess you could say either or.
I'll just call it the animal totem because
I would say the spirit totem.
Okay, that makes better. Oh, and another thing is, the totem that Nora has is what? Because it's obviously not the death totem, because the death totem is the one that they have now.
Mm-hmm.
So they have how many totems? They have earth, fire, air, and death, right? They have those 4.
Yes.
And they need
Kawasa has
the water totem, the animal totem.
6.
So
hers
is
probably
her own
isn't
thing?
even. Yeah, maybe it's not even real.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it's just. Oh, maybe that's powered from Dark's. I don't know.
It's like his own little totem. It's not like one of the 6.
Maybe he gave it to her. I don't know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's one of those things that's
because his totem is like totally different. His
yeah,
is like
it's up in the air. Yeah,
Yeah.
so
like
maybe he just
thing.
created it. Yeah, specifically for her.
Yeah. Moving forward, I have no idea what to
Because
expect.
what does she do?
I don't know. She like channels evil spirits.
Yeah. Okay.
It's so confusing. Her eyes turn red, and that's pretty much it. Any other theories?
Oh, maybe she's she's like the final form of Mollis. I don't know. Too many things, too many questions. I'd rather not.
We just need to see this all come to a head. It would be dope.
Exactly.
If anything, they should extend this evil entity's presence on the show and not try to wrap it up in 3 episodes, because the show's fun.
Mm-hmm.
And can't wait to see what's next.
Yes.
Anything else you want to add?
No, I was just
Final
checking the audio. This episode was very awesome. Is a little bit more on the scary side or creepy side. But I
change
really
of pace.
Yeah.
I say ditto. So with that being said, you guys go leave. Oh no, actually, we shall see you on Black Lightning. This week on Black Lightning, Anissa tells Jennifer the truth about their powers and Jefferson being Black Lightning. As Jefferson, Lynn, and Anissa take turns helping Jennifer look at her powers as a gift and not a curse, they also make a plan to stop the production of green light. Jefferson and Anissa find out that Alvin had dealings with a company called Benz Corp, so they interrogate a lawyer to get a ledger that will lead them in the right direction. Gambi interrogates an old associate of his on where he can find the weapons that were used to kill Lady Eve. He finesses a hacker and arrives at a location where presumed metas are being locked in stasis pods. Gambi convinces Anissa to get Jefferson to exploit the labs where the metas are being held by telling her the entire truth. Before she leaves, he outfits her with a new suit. Black Lightning, Thunder, and Henderson work together to find a lab. They fight their way to the production lab and destroy the green light. After defeating all the corrupt cops and clearing the building, they blow it up. Jefferson apologizes to Jennifer and tells her that he will be honest with her from here on out. They bond while watching a movie together. Now back to Justice Clubhouse podcast. Alright, so that episode of Black Lightning was titled The Book of Little Black Lies. Yes, I got that right finally. These episode titles are way too long. One sentence.
Black Lightning and Thunder team up.
Yeah, it was amazing. And,
her new suit. I
yeah.
should have said that as my one.
I'll just say that her new suit looks awesome. So getting into this episode, the aftermath of Gambi revealing his ties with the SAS. No, ASA. Dang it, I keep saying that.
It's okay.
It kind of put a wedge between his relationship with Jefferson and him, but the rest of the Pierce family, they didn't seem to be like, yeah, they knew he lied, but at the same time, they kind of gave him the benefit of the doubt. I think with Jefferson, it just hit a little harder to home because I mean, he grew up with the guy. He basically raised Jefferson after his dad passed. So
yeah.
But at the same time, he should understand why Gambi did it. He was really just, he really proved this episode he's trying to protect them. Because if he had an ulterior motive, he would have just kept playing them. But he actually told the whole truth moving forward. He told Anissa where to find the lab. He made her suit to protect her. He's not like, he's just correcting a wrong he made back then, and I think that's noble. It's very dangerous too, because he's kind of putting himself in that position to get hurt, I guess.
And it sucks because he didn't even know that the ASA was bad until he started discovering things as well. So it's like he's stuck in that middle ground where he's got to tell the truth, but it's gonna hurt someone.
He was like, nobody but the kids. Screw this. I'm gonna whistleblow everything.
Yeah.
And yeah, we actually got to see like one of those subjects that had been frozen for a long time. Like he was in that stasis 70s? For such a long time that his hair grew out.
Yeah.
And I didn't even think that was possible during stasis, but apparently it is. And then, like Jeremy said, we finally got to see Black Lightning and Thunder and Henderson.
Oh yeah,
working together to take down the Green Light Lab.
That was kind of unexpected.
I thought he was going to die.
Yeah, I knew that he was chasing after the sellers and stuff, but I didn't know he'd come in at that time.
Because they made it sound like he was about to get like wasted or something by somebody, but he made it on his own, and he actually saved Black Lightning, so that was pretty cool. Anissa is just super OP. Her lifting up the bed at the beginning to prove her powers to Jennifer was hilarious. I think that's exactly what I would do if I had powers and Jeremy didn't believe me. I think I would be like, you don't believe me? I'll just lift up his bed with one arm.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. She's like, put me down.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
And it's just like, it's so with the times, whether it's talking about race or just family dynamic, this show gets it because, like, she was actually legit pissing me off during parts of the episode. I'm talking about Jennifer.
But that goes to show that they're good actors.
Yeah,
especially her. Like, she kind of nailed that whole
millennial mindset.
Exactly.
She just like, oh my God, like, she storms off in a house that's gigantic, you know? She lays in a room that's just like extravagant, you know? It's and she's complaining about life and how she feels like a freak despite the fact that she's being given powers. If I found out my dad was
such a, like, straight up, that's a super, like, negative point of view.
Yeah.
If you have something that's been given to you, no matter how weird it is,
own
you should,
it.
Like, yeah, accept it and own it, you know? Like, try to figure out what you can do with it, or, like, if you don't want it around, maybe try to find a way out without being so negative.
Exactly. Yeah, like, you could just learn how to control it and then just never use it. So that way, learn how it gets triggered, and then just don't do that.
Instead of just
saying, oh my God,
I'm in my bed all day, or I'm going to sit on the couch all
life
day.
Is over.
I
have powers, and it's not going to help me get into college. Have you ever thought that maybe electrifying your body parts will make you run faster and, like, help you do things, like, to get scholarships and whatnot? You know, do sports even better?
Yeah.
I would use it all to my advantage. If you still want to live a normal life, why not aid that? Right?
Yeah.
She's talking about, like, wanting to go to college and
kids just have a normal life, but
they're still trying to figure stuff out. They didn't even know that you were a meta.
And
come on.
Another thing is that there's 2 other people in that household that have powers as well.
Yeah.
Like, you're not the only one that has. If you could say it's an issue, you're not the only one that has an issue.
Yeah.
Like,
and they're
trying to figure themselves out too.
That's a good point. And the thing is, like, their powers at this point are way more destructive than Jennifer's.
Yeah.
She just burned a couple of holes through paper and her phone. I mean, it could
get worse, though.
It could get worse, but Jefferson can literally fry a man.
With one hand.
Exactly. And
a couple fingers.
Anissa could punch a hole through somebody.
Yeah.
Like, you just need to learn how to control it and not look at it, like Jeremy said, from a negative point of view. And the show did a great job of making you upset at her, because if we had those powers, honestly, sure, it'd freak me the hell out, but I would try to find a way to do something decent with it.
Yeah, for sure.
Or at least try to get myself ahead of life. I would use it to my advantage, because it's... What else are you going to do with it?
She's lightning?
Yes.
Yeah, because her sister's thunder, lightning. What does her powers entail? Does it have a lot more? Like, or are they both?
It's basically like her dad's.
Okay.
But hers is like pure. Like when she channels it, she just becomes that.
Oh.
So I think if she's really scared of losing her physical appearance, she's gonna freak out when
she turns into a freaking entity.
Exactly. She's gonna be like, "What's going on with me?" That's probably.
She's gonna be like, "Flame on!"
Have you seen? I don't know if you guys have seen like Return to Fern Gully or the Fern Gully movie.
Yeah.
Like that black smoke that comes out of the truck. Like that's kind of what lightning looks like. She's just like straight up energy with orange lightning.
That's crazy.
And yeah, she's. I think she just pretty much has the same powers as her father as far as how she's able to use it.
But in terms of like the scale of power, are they all pretty much match?
Yeah, I think Jefferson's a little bit more than them, just a little bit. But yeah, it's interesting where they're taking it. And Lynn, she's absolutely taking it like a champ. Like I know I had said that
2 episodes, she's kind of like, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, especially like she's like, oh, what about me? You know, like you guys have powers, but like you guys don't care how I feel. But now she's just like she's kind of giving up.
Like,
yeah,
whatever.
I'll help. She just listened to Linkin Park, rest in peace, Chester.
Yeah,
but yeah, she's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna let you do what you want to do because I don't want anything else to happen.
She's like, what am I gonna do? You guys are just gonna do it whether I agree with it or not.
Exactly.
And she really grew on me these past couple episodes because I've been complaining about her character, and I was like, you know, hopefully they don't turn into the next Iris West or Felicity, but no, she's just kind of going through the motions and trying to, you know, just make things up as she goes along, I guess.
Yeah.
And these kids need to understand they can't talk to their parents like that. I don't know. Well, obviously, we kind of see the household that they live in, but our household, if we talk to our parents like that, we would.
We're like those millennials. We're in the new age of millennials, but they're still like olders.
Yeah.
Olders.
But we're 90s kids, so.
Yeah, but they're like the early 90s or the late 80s, because it's technically like, I heard like 83 or something is when the millennials started. But yeah, we kind of fit in towards the older end.
Yeah, we respect our parents.
In terms of traditions and stuff like that.
We are in fear of our parents, and which is the way it should be, because these kids, like, that's the exact same thing our mom would have said to us growing up as teenagers. Like, when we try to act grown and stuff like that, our mom would be like, okay, but once you could pay the phone bill, and that's exactly what Lynn said to her.
She's like, you could say or do whatever you want when you have like responsibility.
Exactly.
Like when you're just going to school, there's not much else that you're doing for everyone else.
Yeah.
You're just doing that for yourself, basically.
And now that we have responsibility as adults, we'd rather be kids again. Yeah. So, you know.
I mean, we still kind of look like kids.
Yeah,
so
we still kind of look like kids. You guys can guess our ages in the comments. We'll see who gets it closer.
I'm 40.
We're 90s. We'll tell you that. That's it. And
no, I was born in the 80s. Yeah.
He's my younger brother born in the 80s.
No, I'm the older. Yes, I'm the younger brother born in the 80s.
Yeah. But leave it in the comments below.
Quick maths.
Quick. Yeah, but this episode was great despite the fact that Tobias wasn't there. Kind of sucks that he wasn't there. He's healing still.
He is healing because that was a pretty big hit.
What a punk. He's not going to be able to stand up to Black Lightning.
Maybe
Thunder.
Yeah.
He going to get wrecked if he couldn't.
But he might take the green light, you know?
That is true.
Go like crazy. Inject himself.
Hopefully he has
venom.
some stash on him because they basically destroyed the lab for it.
Yeah, there's probably... I guarantee you there's multiple labs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was just the main one.
Yeah.
Hopefully Gambi's relationship with what's his name is fixed, but
yeah, hopefully.
Is there anything else that we missed? Oh, there's a part there where Anissa and Jefferson kind of went to rogue to get some answers, and they dressed up as Barack Obama and Malia Obama. Or
Malia? Michelle?
Michelle.
Yeah.
Malia's a daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, they broke into like some sort of law firm. And found out where the green light was being distributed. So that was a pretty hilarious scene. It was awesome. I like when he does that, like the electricity ball. Sick.
That was hilarious. The lawyer is like, and just on the record, I voted for you twice.
Nice save. Yeah. Was there anything else this episode? Part at the end where they watched Princess and the Frog. That was nice.
Very nice.
See, Jennifer needs to be more like that.
Yeah, but it's good. It's good acting.
Yeah.
That whole scene of her, freaking out.
I also like Anissa and Gambi, like how she trusted him enough to let him say his story.
She out of all of them has the most, she's the most open-minded.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, she kind of is reckless at times, but it's like, it still shows that she's willing to learn new things.
That's for sure.
Or accept things as well.
Imagine she is black, she's a woman, she's lesbian, and she's trying to be a teacher while being a vigilante, so she's really got to look from lots of different perspectives, whereas her dad is just like kind of, when something doesn't work out, he cuts it. He doesn't like see the whole picture sometimes, and that was funny. He's like, "Oh, you're really not that bad at this," and he's like, "Oh," or she's like, "Really?" He's like, "Don't let it go to your head." I said, "Not bad." Yeah, that's pretty much the whole episode, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I guess we're gonna get into Easter eggs. Did you find any?
The only two big ones were you could mention. I'll mention one. Supergirl.
Yes. Vixen.
There you
go. Are they saying that they're in the same universe?
They're. I don't think it's Berlanti that's doing this. I think it's just the writers. Maybe they're like maybe he's in talks with all those like executives and higher ups, and he's just like, can we just try to make this part of it? Like the ratings are doing well, stuff like that. And they're just like, okay, fine, just slip this little Easter egg in, and then make all of us talk.
Actually, I think it's the opposite because Berlanti was the one who requested this not be part of that universe.
Oh,
so maybe the studios like mentioned them, named them.
Maybe
he was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
So does that mean they're on Earth 38, or does that mean they're on Earth 1?
Honestly, I feel like they're on it could be Earth 1 or I feel like they should put it on a separate Earth.
They're on Earth Smallville. There they are.
Smallville. Yo, that'd be so sick.
They're on the old school turf.
Yo, that'd be sick.
I guess we're getting into...
They bring Tom Welling in?
Yes, that would be amazing.
Like, I'm your new assistant principal.
He's great as Kane on Lucifer, but I would love to see him cross over and say something like that.
Yeah.
But what else do we have here? Barack and Michelle Obama and Princess and the Frog.
Yeah.
I don't know. I am terribly sorry if we don't know the songs playing out through this episode because I don't listen to rap all that often or hip hop, at least in the new age. But yeah, there's plenty of that during this episode. I guess we'll get into the previews for next week, which is titled "Sins of the Father: Book of Redemption."
Yeah.
Black Lightning attempts to rescue several of the missing children. Which reveals a secret he did not anticipate and its resulting connections. Gambi struggles to stay strong while in a compromising position, and Jefferson begins to view things differently. What does that even mean? That's crazy.
Interesting. What if he learned something else about his father?
What
if he was a researcher for the lab?
So many questions.
You know, it's like it's hard to twist onto him, and then he's like, maybe my father did die for a reason.
Yeah.
You know? And
because Gambi's story wasn't like how it was played out way differently than I thought. I thought he was gonna have some sort of bad side to him, but he literally was.
Because in the comics, it says that he's a mob boss,
enforcer,
or a previous enforcer,
and then he killed on behalf of the 100 or something like that.
Yeah,
and then he became good. Here, he was literally a guy that was just put in a very bad position.
Yeah, exactly.
And I like that. I like that approach for sure. It's makes James Remar even more awesome.
He's an awesome actor.
Yeah. If he does die, I would love for him to be a dark passenger for Black Lightning.
That'd be sick.
What did I tell you, Jefferson? He always says
that was close. That was a pretty good impression of him.
I try. I watch too much Dexter. Theories. I don't know. I just want to see this come to a head between Black Lightning and what's his name? Tobias. And I want to see Thunder and Lightning out in the fray as well.
That'd be so sick.
And maybe with their own bad guys. You know, we still have this whole thing with Lala not resolved and everything like that. So
that's interesting.
And his stuff is weird. Like he's in like a spiritual plane.
Maybe they brought him back.
Yeah.
With that same program, but since he's already he's one of those people that does enforce the drug and pushes it, maybe they brought him back to life. Like they let him go.
That would be dope.
You know?
Yeah, and also
he's brought back to life. Sorry, my point is he's brought back to life from the SA.
Yeah,
or by the SA.
But what if also I know it's kind of crazy, but what if Lawanda is also their powers conjoin with each other?
Maybe.
Maybe she has powers of resurrection too, but she can only live through Lala.
Else. Yeah.
And it's from time to time come off of him.
Because what's her name? Lady Eve did some weird
voodoo
shady stuff. Yeah.
Boo boo mama juju.
So maybe that's what happened.
Yeah.
Or she brought him back to life before he died, or she died.
Is there anything else we could theorize? It's hard to with this show.
I'd rather just wait for it and
Legends
enjoy.
And this show has 4 episodes, and then Legends has 3 left, so
Dang.
then we're gonna be getting Supergirl back in
April?
2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And also Flash as well, and then next week is Arrow. So
Yeah.
is there anything else we need to add to this?
No.
Final thoughts about this episode?
This was pretty solid.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I don't think the show has disappointed us yet.
Nope.
There might have been a weird, like I think Jeremy was mentioning while we're watching it, it had some weird pacing issues at some points.
It was just the fight scene at the
factory.
Factory.
Or the lab.
Yeah, I think the music kind of didn't fit in.
Yeah, it was a
with
little
the
too
way-
chill.
Yeah, it's too chill for the type of action. I kind of understand where they're going
Yeah.
to because I've seen stuff like that.
Like
where
in Luke
it's-
Cage.
Yeah, and I don't know what other movie it's from, but like I've seen that where it's just calm music, but
Yeah.
the action is super intense. But I don't know, I just didn't.
Oh, Jessica Jones does that.
Yeah,
You should do
sure.
what Jessica Jones does. They just put swing music at the back of everything, so that way it's
but
like
maybe like, the vibe wasn't as it didn't
It didn't
mesh.
fit, yeah, it
Yeah,
didn't
like
fit.
maybe there is a song in that style or that genre that could have fit. Maybe just something else, but that one specifically was not.
should have stuck with the swing music.
Yeah.
But
yeah, nonetheless, is a good episode.
overall
Very good
week
episode.
was great. I don't
Yeah.
think I could pick a favorite between these two because they're both fantastic.
Yeah.
Between Legends.
I think
and,
if we have only 2 episodes or 2 videos or 2 videos, oh my
2
Lord.
videos.
Yeah.
We have 2 videos combined into one podcast.
If we have 2 shows in a week, I don't think we should compare.
Okay.
You know, just let them both be first place.
I think we should ask Brother Spirit of Bears what he
I'm
thought.
trying to find him.
Where are you at, man?
I'm trying to summon. Is you here? Hello? Hello, man.
Oh my god, it's so good. You see it? Fire! Okay, the next episode, man, like it can't get here soon enough. Whoa.
Yeah. It's
You really have no choice of words, seriously. you say the same thing.
I mean,
This is more than 1 episode, Spirit of Bears. This is 2. You're saying next episode. She said episodes.
We'll add the S for him next
Yeah.
time. Yeah, we'll just sneak it in right after.
Episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get into the hashtag.
Boo Boo Mama Juju.
That's one. Hashtag
Gambi the Spy.
Mick Rory the Firebender Rory.
Ooh.
So hashtag Firebender Rory.
Or Mick the Firebender.
Yeah.
Yeah, Firebender Rory.
Firebender
Yeah.
Rory. Black Lightning Thunder. Kick ass. I don't know. This is something like that.
Sure.
Put that in a comment. That's pretty much it, right?
Yeah.
Right. So with that being said, you guys go leave a like if you enjoyed, and go leave a comment on what you thought about this week's DCTV week and your theories of what's to come.
Yeah, it was a pretty short week.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you guys want to check us out on our social media, there is our Instagram.
Yes.
At the Justice Clubhouse. I said that justice. Real weird. Or
Upload
if you guys,
on Sundays.
Yes, Sundays, speed trues, and other memes and gifs coming soon. But if you guys want to check out more of our face, more of rather my brother's face, it's on Stardust. We do live reactions right after the shows are finished, and it's at Justice Clubhouse with an Haus, and yeah.
You guys can leave your reactions for us to put on these videos, which we've been doing for the last couple ones.
You'll
so
see them
thank
at
you
the
guys.
beginning of this one.
It's awesome. With that being said, we'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
All right, so this was the pilot episode of Krypton. We had to squeeze this into our podcast just because we didn't expect it to be as good as it was. Yeah, we're just going to put this at the tail end. So just, let the video flow into this. Man, where do we even begin with this show? It was really good.
The graphics.
that looked
VFX,
amazing.
just everything about how it looked was super enticing.
It looked real.
Yeah.
Like Krypton was like down to each and every detail.
From
so great.
The shots on the streets to even like the overhead pan of Kandor Krypton.
Yeah. We did see the Bottle City of Kandor.
Yeah, it's crazy like how well it's done.
Yeah. And then you got like the landscapes where like the Fortress of Solitude,
Yes.
It was in the snowy part. That looked great. Like the mountains, what do they call it? The glider thing?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It started with an S.
I totally forgot.
Skipper.
Yeah.
Something like, I don't know what
Skimmer.
it is. Skimmer. There we go. Man, it just looked great throughout the whole entire thing. So like you couldn't like help but be like, wow.
I honestly, and I think a lot of us viewers, or not even viewers, just like comic fans in general, we kind of turned down the series before. We're just like,
I was grilling it a little bit.
Me too. I was just like, it's on sci-fi, and yeah. I honestly, growing up, every time I heard sci-fi, I'd think of, oh, it's kind of cheesy.
Yeah,
it's not gonna be the best, like top-notch quality, but this was actually mind-blowing.
It was really good. It was really good.
Yeah, dude, I just can't get over how hyped the way this episode looked. But yeah, it's a pretty cool storyline as well.
Yeah, and the costumes are great. You know, the only thing I have with it is I don't know exactly how Kryptonians are supposed to sound, but they all sound kind of British. And
yeah,
I mean it fits, but I just don't know how. It just seems weird, I guess. At a first look at this, but
yeah,
it was really cool to see like all the factions and how it kind of mirrors like society that we live in today. I mean, obviously it's not that extreme, at least here. There might be times where it kind of seems like that, but yeah, it was just great seeing that. And Segel was a very interesting character. Lita Zod was an interesting character. His friend, I forgot what his name was. Adam Strange, that was a very cool take on Adam Strange, because he's supposed to be like this every iteration I've seen of him or read of him or seen in the comic book, like he's smart, he's a professor and stuff like that. Here he seemed like a kid that kind of stumbled onto a time machine and tried to warn Seg about like the impending doom of Brainiac, who looked amazing. He looks so good on the
the close up too.
Like, the ship. Look, first when you see a ship pull up, I was like, okay, that is insane. And then you see him.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's just like, my question is like, how do they get it that good?
Yeah.
And second question is, why can't CW do something that well?
Exactly. This is a sci-fi show, and I'm saying I've watched sci-fi series over the years.
There's that one, the wolf.
Being Human,
and another
Being
wolf.
Human, Werewolf
show.
13.
No, the one with
Bitten.
Bitten. There you go.
Bitten. I said Werewolf 13. Warehouse 13. Like those were great shows. Alpha, stuff like that. Like they did as well as they could visually, but here they really did a great job, and we kind of don't understand. I know it's a pilot episode, but if they could keep this up for 10 episodes, which it's gonna have for this first season, I'm gonna be amazed, because it just is so much detail everywhere.
Yeah,
it's just so much detail.
And I guess like this kind of blew up or came out of nowhere in my mind. Maybe because these kids are new actors and stuff like that, they probably had a lower payout so that they could use the rest of the budget to make something like that.
Yeah.
And that's probably why CW doesn't have as much, because they're paying their actors a lot higher.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it would be sick to see the CW take notes from them and do really something a lot better than what they have, like, in terms of VFX.
We really need to see Barry Allen move at super speed more.
Yeah.
Like do the slow-mo more, throw the lightning more, enter flash time more.
I actually just choked right now. I honestly thought like the super slow-mo and all the VFX that are on these shows on DCTV are pretty good. But the show, Krypton, actually took it to a whole new level.
They definitely set the bar. So we're looking at UCW. You guys got to step it up, because freaking Sci-Fi is killing it right now. I'm not sure. Is Berlanti part of this one?
I'm not sure.
Probably is. He most likely is. That. He's doing a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
What else was there? The cape. I like that. That's kind of like the ticking time bomb, I guess, or like the, what do you call that? Their timer for how long they have to save Krypton from Brainiac, and how it's like slowly fading away and stuff like that. And it seemed like the episode was a little crammed with a bunch of characters all at once. But
it took me a bit, and even still now I'm kind of too many names. Yeah, it's hard for me to remember. I just remember Seg.
Yeah,
and
Lita.
a couple other I'll get, over time I'll understand who each character is.
It's dope too. Like they have the Zods, they have Vex, they have L, the House of L. It's pretty interesting. And the thing is, when I was watching this, it felt like watching a modern day, like, obviously it's a prequel series, but it was like watching Smallville, but just on Krypton. Yeah. And minus the superpowers. It had a lot of parallels to that. It was like but the thing is, it's sad here because you see Ma and Pa can't die like right away.
Yeah, that's
I didn't
so
expect
sad.
to see Seg's parents get killed that quickly.
And Grandpa, right?
I think he's still alive.
Or you think so?
He's in the Phantom Zone, but I think he's alive. He's crafty. If he figured out all that other stuff, I think he's still out there somewhere. Man, what a way to start a series. Yeah, it was a little rushed too because they did fit in a lot of stuff all into one episode, which I felt like could have been done in like maybe 2. But it was still solid.
That would have been a lot better and more cool if they did like a 2-hour series premiere.
Because like we needed a little bit more time to like really get.
But
to know the
for the time limit, it's pretty good.
Yeah, and I thought that Seg was gonna be unlikable. Like when I first saw him, because they really played him off as a douche, but he just he's just kind of a victim of society. He's just kind of trying to survive out there, which is kind of cool. And he's a pretty good fighter, that's for sure. Now we need to see if he's got the scientific mind that the House of L is known for. So
yeah.
But yeah, he looks like Superman. It's crazy. Like he actually got the what do you call it, the look down. So, and his acting was pretty good too. You could feel his pain
for sure
when his parents died.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the characters are pretty great, and it's just really the setting. I guess that was the biggest thing for us. Right.
The biggest wow.
Yeah. Because me and Jeremy were watching and we're like, oh, here we go with Krypton, and we're like, oh my god. That looks amazing. Like, you just see the entire city. It just...
They intro you with epicness. That's just,
like, no offense, but this kind of makes me angry at, like, that episode of The Flash in season 1 where, like, you see two of Barry who fighting each other. It's just all CGI.
Yeah, like when they're going up the buildings and stuff.
They can't even do that to make that look good, and they made a whole damn city look realistic.
Also, like the King Shark episode, season 2.
Yeah.
That was a little...
And also when Jay Garrick got tossed.
Yeah, it was a little too...
By Savitar. See, like, now I feel bad because they're, like, criticizing, but, like, sure, the storytelling might be a little bit more...
yeah, this is just, like, quick criticism, so next season could be better.
Yeah, for sure. Know? And this villain here on Krypton is just great.
Yes.
They could not have picked a better villain.
Yes.
Because it makes sense. Now we need to see Tom Welling on the show. Or any of these shows.
That would be amazing.
What else was there gonna...
I think that's pretty much
it.
Yeah.
You said that Hawk Girl's gonna make an appearance.
Yeah, Hawk Girl and Doomsday.
Very cool. Probably like, we'll probably see like a teenage or young adult. What do you call Hawk Girl?
Yeah.
Danagar, we're gonna see that maybe, and then maybe the creation of Doomsday.
Yeah, that's probably how it's gonna happen.
That'd be dope.
Yeah,
that'd be dope. For sure, though, the setting alone really got us to making this probably a regular thing to watch. So we recommend you guys go check it out.
Yes.
Is there anything else you want to add?
We won't be theorizing just because...
Yeah, it's short.
We'll just let it happen.
Yeah. It's great. You guys got to check it out.
Yes.
And for real, we'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Oh, damn. I should have worn my Superman shirt.
That's okay.